Yeah. Ritona, where are we? We're in the middle of a forest. This isn't the rendezvous point. You did it, Ritona. Your minor crave really worked. Where are we? Hey, Ritona, where are we? I don't see the castle anywhere. I don't see anyone else either. Where are the townspeople? I don't know, milady. I haven't been able to call anyone through concrete since the start of the attack. Somehow, the enemy must have disrupted our link to the Queen Order. Since they infiltrated the keep, wouldn't that mean the warriors guarding the gates were all... By extension, that would make this the worst possible outcome. Not only have our warriors fallen in battle, our people may have also shared their fate. Don't say that. They weren't seeking the death of the current king, but his daughters, and they even knew where to find her. Those people attacked our kingdom during father's absence. How could I have let this happen? They attacked the kingdom of Rosenhade in the absence of King Valhalla with the intention of assassinating Shelfin. How could they have known about his absence? Only a select few, myself included, were made aware. How did they know to search for Shelfin within the vicinity of the Sky Terrace? If they already knew so much, then they may very well have assassinated King Valhalla. What should we do, Ritona? If they disrupt our concrete links, then how will we warn my father? How dare I poison my mind with these baseless thoughts? But how could those children coordinate so effective an assault against the Queen Order within such a short span of time? The only confirmation I had regarding the events of this evening was the enemy's intention to assassinate Shelfin. Is it so wrong to take a life if it means protecting someone you can't live without? What could that child have meant? Did she say that in order to make me feel hesitant? Or was she speaking from experience? Coco and Harry, together they are forced to be reckoned with. If I had dealt with Coco from the start, I could have at least disabled her when she was alone. But I couldn't do it with Harry around. I couldn't defeat them alone. It's all in the past now. We have more fresh matters to attend to. Hey, are you listening? What should we do? Fret not, milady. Our first priority is to determine exactly where we are right now. What do you mean, Ritona? You brought us here intentionally, didn't you? How can you not know where we are? Please, Ritona, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Where are we? Forgive... Ritona? Forgive me. Why are you apologizing? There's nothing to... Forgive me, milady. I have no satisfactory excuse. I had only your safety in mind. I feared that I could not protect you, but moreover, I don't know why we not reach our intended destination. What? Shelfin's mind went blank from the shock of those unexpected words. Ritona was one of the most skilled minor creators in the kingdom, as well as a role model to the young Shelfin. She could only register this disbelief as seeing this cool, collected person she's always admired appearing so helpless. Ritona knew her share of abasement would make Shelfin anxious, but she was too ashamed to rise. Shelfin was stunned speechless. Neither spoke, but they had reached a similar unspoken consensus. They were far from the kingdom of Rosenhide, and thus the peaceful lives they once led were no more. Henceforth, they would embark on a perilous journey through this new world. They escape. How? It's called the riptide effect. It's a random natural phenomenon we don't really understand. All we know is it teleports any organic matter coordinate over the red distance. You never heard of it, huh? There are plenty of stories about people who are being caught up in the vortex. People were sent days away from their starting point, and when they were found, they were in flights that took days or weeks to reach on carriage, and even longer on foot. But that doesn't seem possible. Suddenly finding yourself in another place in the blink of an eye, it sounds like a myth. Besides, the vortex that took them away looked more like a cast minor crate than a random act of nature. I did mention that it's not well understood how it occurs, didn't I? I remember hearing about some academics studying the effect. All they had was hearsay, so the best they could manage was a theory. Which was? Apparently, the riptide effect is deeply rooted in concrete and minor light immersion. Normally, this requires a link to the intended recipient, which acts as the bridge for communication. Over time, this can extend across a decent distance. Once the link is established, the purified mana circulates constantly, allowing both parties to communicate thoughts and emotions. The theory follows that the riptide effect can happen as long as the circulation of mana is dedicated to concrete or even aeroratum. How does aeroratum figure in? Red, she missed the point entirely. If you can talk to someone you're linked to by exchanging purified mana, then shouldn't you also be able to be immersed in the mana light and swept away physically by the mana stream's current? Are you still with me, Coco? That's the best idea those academics came up with. Absolutely absurd. So you deny the theory, even though you witnessed it in action. Why? Because it's impossible. Manipulate mana into mana crate is miraculous in itself, but this is just unnatural. Impossible and unnatural don't mean untrue. I went through the theory with you twice with an example. You owe me at least half of that. It's just not possible for a rash creator like her to just up and disappear without target in town. Does it make sense to you, Cyan? For the minor creator to have the power to break them both down to a molecular level, send themselves through a minor light to another location, where inside minor creator reconstructs both bodies without any ramifications. Well, when you put it that way, it does make sense. So you get it. You're out of your minor loving mind, huh? Do you think I'm a child? How deluded do you have to be to buy into that fantasy club? Give me a break, Cyan. Seriously, Coco, you can't dismiss it as just a plausible phenomenon. For plausible, my butt. Do you really think a single minor creator can deconstruct and reconstruct two humans without leaving out a crucial component or two? The amount of purified mana required would be immeasurable. It's impossible for a human to have a limitless reserves of purified mana. Quit being so narrow-minded and just think about it for a second. You think about it for a second, you can send limitless mana through just any mana line. There are equally limitless mana lines out there, but you never find one that could handle that amount. Oh, come on, you do have a valid point though. Finding a mana line that could actually withstand that is a million to one shot. Well, congratulations, Coco, you're debunking the theory. For now go take some time to unwind. You look stressed out. And whose fault is that, Cheyenne, if you spoke more clearly to begin with? Coco. Yes? Calm down, okay? Keep calm. Carry on. Harry's got the right idea. Carry on. Understood, mistress. It's just weird that you reject the theory entirely, even though you witness it in action. You're in denial of plan and symbol. Why don't you let go of your facts and tell us why you think they got away? Cyan. Yes. Enemy. Dual crater bending light. The dual crater who blind you can bend light. Yeah, and guess what? She was hiding the princess behind a glass wall in East Wing. I can't help but feel like I'm being dubbed. I was so close to killing her. Princess Selphine concealed herself whole time. A dual crater that can refract varying intensities of light out of glass. New one on me. I'm not terribly familiar with this particular skill set, but it could be an exclusive trait to the people of Rosenheim. Ever since Coco reported the target's disappearance, I've been trying to figure out how they could have escaped, but there's no evidence of them leaving that spot. For all we know, they could escape by using a form of mana crate that we're just unfamiliar with. Okay. Ironic, really. We'll seal them all in, smoke them out, slaughter every last one, and yet our target still managed a miraculous escape. Okay, but mistress, can we change the topic yet? You're putting me to sleep here, people. Mistress Milano. From the sound of this comatose-inducing conversation, I say our work here is done, yes? Not nice eavesdrops, sister. You know what's not nice, Mahari? I've been up here the whole time, and not one of you even noticed me. Please forgive us, mistress. I didn't send your flashes. Neither did I, but Mahari has a point. Personally, I thought you would have alerted us to your arrival. Now, why would I be that obvious? I was wondering if any of you had anything colorful to say about me behind my back. After all, and chit-chat a little more exciting when you don't know you're being listened along. So she admits to eavesdropping. But no, you girls gave me nothing but monotony and mumbo jumbo. I was so disappointed that I just had to put a cap on the conversation. Conversation. We would never ever say anything negative about you, Mr. Milano. Anyways, what's the bottom line? You all failed to stop the target and her servant from escaping our little slaughter. Does that sum it up pretty good? What's wrong, Coco? Why are you trembling? I had no excuse for failing you, Mistress Milano. I had them trapped, but that rascalator escape shouldn't have been possible. You're so precious, Coco. Why, you almost remind me of a furry animal. Furry animal. I got it now. You look like a defenseless little hamster with the way you're apologizing. Yes, as Coco mentioned, the rat scraper's method of escape wasn't taken into consideration, much less anticipated. Which is why you're still here, fragging about how one teensy-weensy servant for your perfect friend. Isn't that right, Coco? It is, mistress. Oh, what's the matter, Coco? You look so pale. Do you want to hurt? That's enough, Sister Milano. I guess you went a little too far, huh? I'm sorry, Coco. Look at me, Coco. Yes, mistress. You're a strong girl, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But you're only human, Coco. Humans will always make mistakes. It's just a fact of life. Am I wrong? No, mistress, but don't be afraid, Coco. Use your words. Please, forgive me, Mistress Milano. But who would have thought that the riptide effect could materialize to my grave? Why, I find this all too much to swallow without science detailed explanation. I can't believe it coming from science. After all, she's almost never wrong. Words cannot express my gratitude. Do me a favor, Coco. I want you to look me right in the eye and answer a question for me. Yes, mistress. Coco, did you learn from your mistake? Mistress? Humans are quite fallible, so much so that it's practically a way of life for them. I'm glad you're trying to learn from your mistakes, Coco. If you weren't, why, I think no better of you than those vermin. You are learning from your mistake, aren't you? You are not unrepentant like the rest of humankind, right? You are not a rat, right, Coco? Of course not. I swear I will get them. You're not just saying that, are you, Coco? You really get them next time. I won't fail you, Mr. Milano. I swear. Actions speak louder than words. Understand? Because I have little tolerance for unrepentant rats, Coco.